Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is very good. Yeah, it's very good. Things are going good. I had a thought recently that has been stuck in my head because I've been thinking of like, if I were to do X, what would X be? And I'm specifically relating to like if I were to try to build a side income. You guys all know I've done that 1,000 times over the years, and I've never been successful in any of them, and none of them, and they're all because I don't put the effort in. I'm not like, but this is purely a thought experiment. What I have realized is that all of the people that I watch online for specific things, woodworking, making, right now bass guitar, all of those people supplement their income by building courses, and you can go to their site and buy a course on how to do X. You can buy a course on, playing bass, you can buy a course on cutting wood, you can buy a course on tools, like whatever it is. There's always somebody, or somebody has a course or a book or whatever to teach you how to do that thing. And the thought that I've had is, I don't know anything to a level of competency that I could teach. Like nothing. You could argue that I could maybe put together some sort of like weekend workshop course, like you want to build a box on a weekend, here's how you do it, or something like that, but not really. Like I can do it. But of all the things I've done all my life, I don't know how to do anything to any level of competency where I could instruct. I think that's what I was getting at, like where I'm thinking about this, because there's nothing I could do to monetize like a teacher student thing where I would feel like I wasn't stealing or like like I wasn't a charlatan. And I often wonder, do the people who are offering these courses, do they ever feel like charlatans? Because to me, for instance, I purchased a bass course recently from a man who I love his YouTube content, and I'm enjoying the course, but I would argue that his course doesn't really teach. He has an instructional PDF, and then he has videos where he just kind of plays what's in that PDF and kind of meanderingly talks about it and says you should try this, you should try that, but it's not like there's no like, do this, all right, we're going to do this. When I took that's not important, but the thought here is he's obviously a very competent bass player. At what point with something like that do you get to a level where you go, maybe I have something maybe I can teach, maybe I can, whatever. I don't have that. I don't have it. Like, what can I teach you how to do? I could teach you how to read books, I guess. Is there what you do is you open the book and you read it. Course done. Thank you. $40 for that master class on how to read a book. I don't have any skills like that. What do I know? I don't know. I've never stuck with anything long enough. I guess I could teach like basic vehicle maintenance. That might be a decent thing. But come on. That's just, I don't know what I would teach in that class either. Like there's other, like go find a video on how to change a tire. Like that's what I'm going to teach you how to do today. Why didn't you just Google that? I don't know. Because what I've thought, so where I'm headed with this is, not where I'm headed is I don't have any skills that I could teach. Number two, though, is as a person who, as a critical thinker, when I approach a problem, I seek a solution, as opposed to going, I don't know how to do that, and just moving on with my life. I research the solution, and for me, that is the thrill of the thing, whatever it might be. And I recognize there's a lot of people who just simply aren't willing to do that, or maybe don't know how. They don't know how to open a search engine. and search for whatever it is they're trying to figure out. They don't know how to read and comprehend a document that can teach them whatever it is they're trying to figure out. And so I recognize that, you know, let's take bass playing, for instance, just because that's what I'm into right now. Courses on playing the bass, they're already done. Books on how to play the bass, it's already been written. Like, there's absolutely zero need for anybody else to ever do one of these courses or write one of these books. It's already done. It's been done for 100 years. And yet, there are people still coming out with these classes on a regular basis and doing very well at it. And why is that? I think it's because people who are not willing to go search for the information can stumble across a thing and go, oh, well, I listened to this guy, I'm going to learn his way. And there's value in that. There's definitely value in that. And I think what I'm trying to say is there anything in my repertoire as a weird media content creator that I could teach people how to do that would benefit them outside of just Googling it themselves? You know? One of the videos on this channel that gets a decent amount of traction is that when I modified my car's, well, it used to be a lighter. It's just a 12-volt access point now. My car's 12-volt access points are always on. They're not key switched. And so I put a little jumper in and made them key switched, and I did a little video on how to do it. And that video gets a lot of views. And it you know, I learned it by reading. Like, I went and found how to do it. But people find my video and go, oh, thank you. This frustrates me. I didn't know this was an option. And sometimes, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is sometimes you'll be friends with somebody who knows how to do something that you aren't even aware is an option. Like, I didn't even know to search for that. Like, how do I make this 12-volt outlet switchable? That's not even a thing that would have crossed your mind to search for, but some guy says it, and you go, wait, you can do that? And then they go research it. And the first person they stumble across is the person that gets the view or gets the course or whatever. So I was doing this thought experiment. Like, is there anything in my life that I do to any degree of competency that I would feel comfortable putting together a course or a book or a pamphlet or anything? And the answer was absolutely not. There's nothing. There's nothing that I know how to do that I'd be willing to put my name on as, I am X and I'm going to teach you how to do X. Nothing. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't think it is, honestly. I think I could teach you how to learn things, I guess, because that's what I'm most passionate about, is learning things. I could teach you how to do that. Maybe that's the course. Here's how to open a search engine and type in what you want to know and parse the results. Like, because it seems to be that's the difference between me and most people I communicate with. I don't know. This stupid thought just keeps tumbling. Like, what could I write about? What could I say? What could I build a video on? I don't know that there is anything, but it's fun to think about. It's fun to think about how much opportunity I've missed by not focusing on anything, by like not being the guy at that. You know, I am a PHP programmer, but I'm definitely not the PHP programmer. I probably should be by now, or at least, you know, I should be a top tier PHP programmer after 15 years of PHP programming, but I'm not. I'm barely competent because I just fumble through it and don't care. Like, I make products that work and I don't give a shit how the code looks or it doesn't matter to me. I stumble through it. And I feel that's pretty much how I do everything. Anyway, just a weird thought experiment for the weekend. Is there anything that you do that you feel like you could teach? Like, if you were going to build a class, what would it be about? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again on Monday. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We are learning 12 stressful things to stop tolerating. Number 5 is dishonesty. Living a life of honesty creates a peace of mind which is priceless. Don't be dishonest and don't put up with people who are. The important part here is people are nobody's ever going to be honest with you. Period. People lie all the time. Even it sometimes is just the dumbest thing, but it's just easier to just lie and move on with our lives when it doesn't have any impact. At least that's how you feel. It's a really icky way to live. I think the more important part is try your best to be as honest as possible, including if that hurts other people's feelings, that's okay. Like, the honesty is the important part. You can deal with the ramifications of that honesty later. But people appreciate honesty. They really do. It might take them 10 years to figure it out, but they'll appreciate it.